Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids, and we're at SHOT Show 2017. We spent a day out at the range, and now we're out on the floor looking at all kinds of gear. We're looking at bushcraft knives, survival knives, folding knives, flashlights, packs, and so much more. I want to give a big shout out to Through Night, who helped make this trip possible. Now let's head out onto the floor and see what they have for us. All right guys, we're at the CRKT booth, SHOT Show 2017. This is Ken Onion. I'm hoping that you know that. So, I was going to shoot a bunch of videos and talk to Joel, but I bumped into some designers, and Ken works with Jeff, right? You work with Jeff Park?
Yeah, well, Jeff works with me. 12 years now. He's been the guy that's run the CNC machine and my right-hand man.
And this is his first design that just came out.
This is his first design, Crossbones.
Very cool. All right.
I mean, it's such a popular model that I think 2 or 3 companies have already ripped it off.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, there you go. So, CRKT has partnered with Ken for years, and one of his, just like the last year, the Homefront has been getting a lot of attention. So I want him to talk about it a little bit. So I'm gonna hop to the other side of the camera, and I'll kind of ask him some questions so he can share about it. But very cool knife, and this is not a joke. I'm actually EDCing the Homefront today. So I got it in the battle box. It's in my pocket.
Awesome,
so
thank you.
That's a testament to, I got a lot of knives, but I chose to EDC that one today. So I'm gonna hop to the other side of the camera and let him talk about it.
Well, Homefront is the design of the knife, and that is kind of a retro combat folder, vintage World War I, World War II. I just wanted to kind of get away from the video game thing, the combi grinds, the knives will all look alike, and I wanted to go with something that kind of reminded us of our past a little bit. We've got the bayonet lug flipper, we've got the star, we've got the web gear kind of texture, we've got the tank track jimping, we've got the blood groove, we've got the wider front end and narrower rear end, kind of the boxy shape of that era. Pretty cool knife, I think. Great EDC. But what this thing also features is field strip technology. Now, I've been in the knife industry for a long time, and I've probably taken apart and reworked 5, 6, 10,000 knives from my Kershaw days, my CRKT days. People send knives for me to fix, repair. Let me tell you, the nastiness that is in most people's pocket knives is the most vile and disgusting things you can possibly ever imagine. Dog poop, peanut butter, and potting soil. Let me tell you, man, it's everywhere's in between, and sometimes all of it. You have no idea what people are carrying. So, the field strip technology is a knife that you can take apart real quickly and put together with no small parts. So let me demonstrate. First, you hold the knife away from you, the rear of the handle away from you. Place your thumb on the thumb wheel and rotate. And keep rotating until you hear it click. You hear that click? That means it's unthreaded. The front bail is the pivot release. Release that front catch, drop the knife, comes apart. You can clean this knife up. You can rinse it off in a creek or a stream or in the sink. So you even got instructions on the inside of the handle of how to put it back together. To reassemble, you simply take the blade, put it on the lock side of the handle, closed. Take the opposite handle half, place it on top, line up the pins, screw the rear wheel in place until it's snug, pinch the front of the handle together, and trip the forward bail. Now the knife is ready to open and use. Very simple, straightforward. And now you guys can keep your nasty ass knife sanitary, all right?
Let me ask you a question. For the average guy, I mean, you've been taking apart knives for years and years, so you can do it quick. For the average guy who's like, I want to start cleaning my knife, how long do you think the average dude's going to take? I mean, once he even gets the right tools to clean out to open up, to clean out his knife?
Well, I mean, it depends. If he's just got washers, it's going to be a little easier. He's going to have his torque set. Oftentimes the pivots are Loctited. Sometimes it's permanent Loctite.
Okay.
So, and if he doesn't have a D-nut pivot, his pivot shaft will spin with the Loctite, so he'll have to use a heat gun.
Okay.
He'll have to put pressure on the blade and find a T8 torch or what have you until he can work it.
I mean,
loose.
right there, you just listed like 5 or 6 tools.
Pain in the ass, right? And also, if it's an IKBS, well, is it a cage bearing system or is it loose bearings?
Okay.
If it's loose bearings, you take that knife apart, you're going to have bearings all over the place.
Okay.
We don't have to do that now.
At all. I'll tell you what, when I saw this premiered at Blade Show, right? As far as the big industry shows or bigger industry shows? Okay.
But it's been a project in the works for like 8 years.
I'm sure, I can't
3
imagine.
years with CRKT.
Okay. So when I saw this at Blade Show, my first thought was, is it really that easy to take apart? And then when the guy did it, I was like, it's really that easy. And clearly, you know you're doing it because you dropped it and it fell into the.
Well, I kind of got insight on this, seeing how I invented it and all.
That's fair.
But one of the biggest problems that a lot of people have with this knife, and I've heard the reviews and on YouTube, I've seen what people are having problems with, and they just think, oh well, they trip this forward bail, put the knife together, and then they just slide it forward. Well, look, you've got pressure on that lock bar. It's keeping the handles apart. You have to squeeze this together and then trip this lever. They think the knife is broken because they didn't think about squeezing the handle together.
Right, okay.
It's a really simple knife to work, and it's repetitive. So I hear a lot of other comments about the reviews on Homefront, and there's like, well, I've never needed to clean my knife. I've never needed a knife that needed to be cleaned. I'm telling you what, get a Q-tip, wipe it through your knife. Somebody needs to tell your knife's filthy.
Yeah. And here's the guy to do it. He's going to tell you it's filthy.
Yeah, your knife needs a bath.
All right, Ken Onion talking about the Homefront, guys. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
As we close out day one of SHOT Show, I want to talk to you about my EDC Light, and it is the TrueNight TI4. So this is going to give you up to 300 lumens. It's going to run you around $20. They also have a titanium version of this, which you can get for around $30. So very simple light, easy to use, just to press that end switch right there. And I'll take this end cap off and show you that, like a lot of their other lights, they do have lights that run off 18650s and stuff like that, but simple. 1, 2 AAA batteries, slide it in the end there, put the end cap on, and you're good to go. So this is a light, the TI5 I do like. It's very compact. I think I like this one even more than the TI5. I just like to be able to hold it like this in my hand and turn it on. So you've got a bunch of different settings, and then once you scroll it through the second time, it's going to go to strobe. So strobe here. So that's actually, we've been walking down the streets of Las Vegas a bit, and there's some strangeness going on out there. So just having a light, that I would have ready to come on at a a pretty high level like that. And then again, if I wanted to go through and we have it ready for the strobe, there's the high setting, and then boom, onto the strobe. That would really disorient someone. Lightweight, easy to operate, and it looks like a pen. I think this is the one I EDC'd on the plane because people are used to seeing a pen light, and so I don't want lights to get taken or anything like that. So nothing fancy for me when I travel. But this is the one I use, the TrueNight TI4. This has been my EDC for the day. All right, links down below to this light if you want to purchase this one. So just click that Show More tab, and you can head over to Amazon and pick up one of the TI4s if you want to get one. Simple light, 20 bucks. This is definitely a good purchase that I've been happy to use this light for quite some time. Thanks as always for checking out the videos, and there's more coming soon. Take care.